See this thing right here? Well, I got 4 of them. And you think, wow, Tim, you got 4 of those. That's awesome. Where did you get 4 of those? Probably wondering what the heck that thing is. Anyways, what that thing is a jack stand for a boat. And those things generally go into stands, and you can put your boat on dry land without having it crash into the ground, which is a good thing. So anyways, I have 4 of them. You're thinking, wow, that's spectacular. You have 4 of them. Where'd you get them? Well, there's a story behind that. I got those things when I went to Halifax. Now, I didn't go to Halifax to get those things. I did go to Halifax to get something. I went to Halifax to get a boat cradle, of which those were part. Now, when I went to get it, I thought that thing was going to be, thought it needed a little work. And I knew that there was some damage to it, but I figured, you know what? I'll get it and I'll fix it and it'll be great. Well, I got out there. Buddy comes to put it on the trailer and he looks at it and goes, you know, this is garbage. And it is garbage. And it was no good. So I had to just leave it there. But he said, you might as well take the jack stands. So I went all the way out there to pick this piece of equipment up, and it was garbage. And I ended up with some jack stands. Now, that little incident reminded me of some things in my life that have happened. Some things that I've gone and I've thought to myself, this is going to work. This is going to be great. And I'm going to go and I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to add it to my life and it's going to be awesome. And then in retrospect, it turned out to be garbage. Turned out to be broken. Turned out to be little value to me. And like that trip to Halifax, although there was some good things that happened, as it pertains to that cradle, I wasted a whole lot of time. And I wasted all that time and purpose and energy and excitement on something, and then it turned into be a big disappointment. I looked at it, a lot of times in my life, I have that same thing. I've got all these, and I anticipate all these good things, and then when, at the end of the day, it doesn't, everything falls through, and I'm disappointed. And I look at God, and I'm saying, God, you know, where were you? And God says, well, you know, honestly, Tim, you probably should have known better. And you know what? I had an opportunity to look at that thing before, and I never looked at it closely, and it was my fault. I should have known that thing was garbage, but I never took the time to look at it. And God says sometimes you don't take the time to look at things when you're getting into it. You don't take the time to think soberly about the issues that this may have. And then when the issues come up, it's surprising. And then you lose it. God says, you know what? Even in those times where you think that it's a total mess, God says, I'm going to give you something out of it. Now I got those jack stands. Now I need to start over with those to build something that's going to hold up the boat. But I have something. And those things are a reminder to me that when I am investing my time, investing my money, investing my energy, investing my personal resource, investing my heart into something, that I need to make sure that I take the time to really pray about it and ask God, is this the right thing? Am I investing in the right thing? Because even if we screw up royally, which a lot of times we do, God can bring something good out of it, which is awesome. But God says, I got more than that. I want more than just trying to bring something good out of the bad. I want to give you good in the first place. So why don't you listen? Why don't you take the time to study? Why don't you take the time to investigate? Why don't you have the patience to listen? Why don't you do these things that I tell you to do? So when it's all said and done, you're not investing in things that have no value or little value, but you're investing in things that have eternal value. Anyways, that was my thought. Now I have 4 jack stands. Now I got to put them on something, hold up a boat. But anyways, hope that's some encouragement to you. Bye for now.